Stage presence uses the power of music and musical performance to make anything better.
The motivation for starting the nonprofit occurred during my junior year of high school. My mom and I were traveling around the country for the college application process, and during that we met a number of people who were doing extraordinary things with their time for the benefits of others, and that deeply inspired us.
We came up with a concept because both of us have a love for the performing arts, and we wanted to find a way to combine that passion for the performing arts with a way of giving back to communities who need it. And in researching the science behind happiness and the effects of how music affects the brain, Stage Presence was born.
And we knew that we wanted to include high school ensembles in order to give students an outlet to utilize their talents to help the community. There's a lot of great benefits for this, including the fact that they get to work with talented directors. They get to learn about collaboration with their fellow students as opposed to just competing. And the best part is they get to see firsthand the impact that they have.
The most surprising thing to me was I'd never really met someone with dementia or known much about it before joining Stage Presence, so I was kind of nervous to see how the people would respond. But as soon as the music started, people started singing along and smiling or shaking their maracas, and it just made me so happy to see them.
The prospects for the future work of Stage Presence are certainly not bound by anything. It's probably only bound by continued and sustainable funding supports, which is needed to increase their accessibility to the folks in the community that they want to get to serve. Music is one of the few modalities that can promote all three aspects needed to encourage and foster neuroplasticity. And what those are an increase in dopamine, what we call the Hibbean effect, or neurons that wire together, fire together, as well as the brain needs a clear channel of information that excites neural connections. Neuroplasticity is the brain's ability to rewire or make additional connections. Basically, once we're born, we start losing neurons. And as we don't use those neurons, we lose those neurons. Music's relationship to neuroplasticity is that it promotes neuroplasticity in the brain. We're not quite sure how long it takes to make those connections, but we are seeing in published research that the brain does make additional connections as music is provided. Stage Presence has done a fabulous job of integrating itself into assisted livings, for instance, so that it helps to normalize the environments. So it helps promote socialization opportunities and communication and reminiscence opportunities for those that they get to serve. The same type of rationale can be provided to hospitalized settings. Being able to break the sterileness of a hospital setting, be able to bring in beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, pleasurable experiences through the arts, such as music. It can help make days go fast, help promote what we call flow, or that is time flies when we're having fun.
He was never a singer, but now he loves the music, and his head went up, and he smiled, and you love him too.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. Thank you so much for coming.
So we want you to come again.
I love the moment when I look into the audience and I see we are really bringing somebody joy. I believe that music has the power to heal, and I get to see that firsthand through Stage Presence.
I remember the first performance we had was at a memory care facility, and the kids had been working hundreds of hours preparing for the program, and we kept telling them, you're going to see the impact, and they really didn't know until they got there. And when they performed, you could see the residents who had between stage 1 and 5 dementia interacting and tapping their feet and singing along, and some of them even got up and started dancing, and that's when we realized it was really, this is why we're doing it.
With the gate-controlled theory of pain, what it basically asserts is that as we are experiencing pain or perceiving pain, physical pain, is our pain receptors fire and continue firing and firing and firing. What we want through the gate-controlled theory of pain is to introduce a stimuli such as music that may be perceived as pleasurable, distracting.
What surprised me most about Stage Presence was how professional we would look. When we first started, I wasn't really sure how it was all going to come together, but so much time and money has gone into giving us the perfect music and set and props. When I sing with them, I feel like a professional.
We haven't obviously done this on our own. In addition to the incredibly talented performers that we have, We have an incredibly strong board of professionals who also support the mission, and without their guidance and advice, we wouldn't be where we are today.
We just started the organization not that long ago. We need to expand it. The way we think about it is this could be something that could be all over the country someday, some variation of stage presence. And we're in the process of trying to raise funds so that we can grow and continue our mission.
We know that it's going to take a lot of energy, time, and money, but we are very excited about the impact that we're going to have as we expand our reach.